If you notice that there's a big empty space here, it's because my picture fell and I got to get a better hook to hang it. But other than that, let's talk about some football. What's up, fans? It is episode 2 of my camp battle little series I'm doing. I told you guys I have a ton of stuff planned for before the training camp starts. I'm going to talk about each position, necessarily like group, and talk about the position battles and who's battling stuff. And I got a special comment of the day. One of you guys sent me a cool video, so I'm going to answer the comment that the video was sent. If you guys feel if you guys come up with a creative way to ask me or want to be part of the comment of the day, you guys can send me videos. Keep them short though. Don't keep them just ask me the video ask me a question in a video. Don't feel like you need to send me like a 20-minute video because I got to fit it in this video. But when you guys sent me a video, I'm going to answer one of you guys' questions because I thought it was really good. It kind of went with last week's video for the camp battle. I'm also rocking the mic again. Because I don't know, the lav mic wasn't sounding too good. I have a different type of lav mic that I'm going to use, but I'm using different things, trying different things. I got a new setup over here. I'll show you real quick. Look at those dual screens, boys. Dual screens. So I'm upgrading things. I'm making things better on the channel. I'm doing a lot of things for this channel, so it's going to grow. But let's jump right into it, and let's talk about these camp battles. So like I said, today we'll talk about wide receivers. If you guys watched the live stream that me and TD did, thank you for watching it. Thank you for hanging out. Again, I said in that live stream that I wasn't disappointed with the content of what me and TD were talking about or the dialogue between me and TD because I think that came out really well. I was thoroughly disappointed with the way it looked. I had it planned completely different. I wanted it to go through the computer, not have a camera shoot on him. It was just very bad. But in that video, I talked about and I teased that I'm going to be talking about today wide receivers in the camp battle. So let's talk about the 9 wide receivers that the Miami Dolphins have right now in camp. And those are Bryce Butler, Isaiah Ford, Jakeem Grant, Devontae Parker, Kenny Stills, Albert Wilson, and they have 3 undrafted rookies in Reese Horn, Trent Irwin, and our boy, Preston Williams. So those are the 9 receivers we have right now. Again, Jakeem Grant is coming off an injury, but he has been doing OTAs and he's been doing training camp, mini camp, and he's been doing very well. So there's no limitation with him. If you guys follow me on Twitter, I'll pop it up right here real quick. Just showing Jakeem Grant and how good he is. And he even mentions that he played running back in college first, and then they put him to receiver. So a lot of people assume Jakeem Grant is this small, skinny, speedy wide receiver, and that he's going to shift. You know, he's going to spin out of moves, he's going to juke you out of your shoes and take it off. But even in that video, you can see he puts his helmet down, and against the Chiefs, he knocked that dude on his ass, and he kept going for the touchdown. So he can be that run over type guy, because like he said, he played running back. So there's Jakeem Grant, and then the other injured receiver is Albert Wilson. He hurt his hip in that Bears game. He planted wrong when he was trying to run, jammed his hip. He has said in many interviews, because he had his own sponsor, charity event, that he's going to be 100%. He's going to be ready for the season. I really hope so, and I've said this in the live stream, and I'll say it again, that I honestly think if Albert Wilson did get injured, he would have had 1,000-yard, 10-plus touchdown season. He would have done really, really, really well. He was doing really well for us. He was the reason that our quarterbacks had the stats they did, because they would throw it to him for about 5 yards, and him and Jakeem Grant would do their things and just blow it up and get long touchdowns. So those are the 2 guys that are injured. Also, we have Devontae Parker. I'm going to talk about Devontae Parker quick after I get touch base on Kenny Stills. Kenny Stills, OTAs and minicamp, I think he was just nursing maybe a hamstring injury or a groin injury or something of that nature. It wasn't anything serious. But again, OTAs is voluntary, so it wasn't that big of a deal. And minicamp, not that big of a deal. You get this huge month off, and then once training camp comes, be 100% to bust your ass and make this team. So those are the injured players that we have right now. We'll talk about DeVante Parker. Now, DeVante Parker has been absolutely killing it in OTAs and minicamp. He's been showing that he is the type of receiver we want him to be. Again, his thing is when he gets injured, he plays again, I'm not knocking the guy. He gets injured a lot, but he doesn't stay out of games injured. He's been with the team for 4 years. He's missed 10 games. That's not bad. It's not great. I'd prefer him to miss no games, but it's not bad. But he tends to play injured, whether it's his foot, his toe, his knee, his ankle, something he's injured, his hands, his thumbs, his fingers, something, and then it limits him and holds him back from playing at his potential, and he disappears, or he plays like ass, or he's afraid to make contact or jump up for the ball because of his injury. His contract for this year that he signed, because they rescinded the 5th-year option and then they gave him a contract, his contract is nothing. And what I mean by nothing is they can cut him and literally pay him nothing. So right now what he's doing, and this is really smart for the Dolphins, DeVante Parker knew for a fact that when the Dolphins rescinded his 5th-year option, that if he hit the open market, he wouldn't get that much money. He wouldn't get that much money because people have seen him. People have seen the struggle has played through with his injuries. So the Dolphins gave him the contract, and it's a prove-it contract. It's 1 year. Prove it. Prove that we can keep you. Plus, O'Shea said that he likes what he sees, and Brian Flores also says they like what they see and they like the potential in DeVante Parker. So that's why DeVante Parker got a potential contract. So far, they've proved it right, and they proved that they can utilize him properly. It also could be another thing with this offense and going from Gase to O'Shea is these people might be able to be used properly. So DeVante Parker, I have high hopes for him, but again, we'll see what happens when the pads come on. We'll see what happens when he starts getting jammed at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if he can stay healthy. I really want him to take care of his body, and I want to see what he can do when he's healthy. Then we have the other guys, Isaiah Ford. He's another guy who just injury bug, and he never got really on the field, but he has a ton of potential. Bryce Butler has shown flashes last season of why he did well with the Cowboys, and now he's with us. He can do very well. Who else do we have? Reese Horn, Trent Irwin, and Preston Williams. Now, of those guys, I don't know if I could see Reese Horn and Trent Irwin making the team, maybe practice squad. But Preston Williams, I can kind of see making the team. Now, the question is, how many receivers are the Dolphins going to carry on the 53-man roster? Because Preston Williams has been very good. But Preston Williams has been very good facing the 3rd and 2nd stringers. He hasn't been facing 1st stringers and hasn't been really going up against the first-team defense. I think he's done it a few times because they like to interchange first-team defense with second-team offense and first-team offense with second-team defense. Also, we don't know jack shit about who is playing where, what is anyone doing, because Brian Flores and Chad O'Shea and Graham are just keeping everything tight to the vest, and they are just completely keeping it hush-hush and messing with us. Because during OTAs and minicamp, when everything was open to the media, you knew for a fact those MFers were sitting there like, let's put so-and-so in the 2nd string, because then the media and everyone else that is reporting on it, because we're all jonesing for some football, it's going to be like, oh my God, did you see Rashad Jones is with the 2nd team? Oh my God, Minka Fitzpatrick is playing with the 2nd team. Oh my God, Ryan Fitzpatrick is only doing first-team reps. Oh my God, Josh Rosen's only doing second-team reps. What does that mean? Oh my God, oh my God. And they're sitting back like they're taking it hook, line, and sinker. What a bunch of idiots. So we don't know anything. But from what we're hearing and stuff, again, there's no depth chart. No official depth chart has happened. It's not going to happen until maybe a week before the first preseason game is when your first depth chart's going to come out. But using my brain and my knowledge of football and my knowledge of this team, made my own depth chart. And my depth chart is I have the first starting 3 wide receivers, the 2 boundaries in your slot, is DeVante Parker, Kenny Stills, Albert Wilson. The backups to them is Bryce Butler, Isaiah Ford, and Jakeem Grant. Isaiah Ford being slot, Jakeem Grant being the backup to Kenny Stills, and Bryce Butler being the backup to Devontae Parker. And then the third string behind Devontae Parker would be Preston Williams. I have him making the 53-man roster, and then I have Horn and Irwin practice squad players. Could be that Preston Williams goes to the practice squad. He might struggle in training camp. Again, we don't know. This is what I am enjoying about training camp, and this is what I'm going to enjoy about watching this stuff and reporting it to you guys. It's going to be so much fun. But that's what I have as of right now. Again, Preston Williams has been doing great in OTAs and minicamp, but I'm not going to crown this kid yet, and I'm not going to be saying that he's the next best thing, even though he's been impressing me a little bit. But we'll see. But again, I have Bryce Butler and Devontae Parker ahead of Preston Williams, because I have him being a boundary, tall, that style wide receiver. He would be a slot. Slot for me would be Albert Wilson and Isaiah Ford. And they're even talking about putting Kenny Stills in the slot, which I can kind of see. There was stats out there, I've talked about in another video, I've even tweeted it, that Kenny Stills has been very productive in the slot when he's played in the slot. Not a lot, but when he's been in there, he's been kind of productive. So again, we don't know anything because O'Shea and Flores have just been keeping everything tight to the vest, and they've just been moving people around. So we don't know. We don't know, bro. We have no idea who's going to play where. So this is all speculation. This is all me kind of seeing what the team can do, kind of seeing where people are at their strengths, and, you know, just that's what I have in the depth. But comment below. Let me know what you guys think of, you know, Devontae Parker. You think he's going to have a breakout season? Do you think he's going to stay healthy? Can he play through a full season? Which no one plays through a full season. I'm not saying no one, but like obviously Tom Brady plays through a full season. But no team in the NFL starts with a 53-man roster and ends the season with the same exact 53-man roster. Injuries happen in the NFL. So let me know what you guys think about Devontae Parker, Jakeem Grant, Albert Wilson, Kenny Stills, Bryce Butler, Isaiah Ford, Preston Williams. I almost got them all. I almost got them all without looking at the list, but I had to look at the list. Trent Irwin and Reese Horn. I missed two of them. I missed the two that I think are not going to make the team and make the practice squad. But I got all of them in there. That's the thing I pride myself on, is having the full 53-man roster in my cranium. So when I'm watching the game, I know. Because I'm always at the bar and there people are like, who's number 53 or who's number 46? And I'm like, blah, that's that person, this person, that person. So comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about this series I'm doing with the camp battle. Let me know what you guys think you want it to be next. What group do you want me to do next in my camp battle? I'm leaving this one up to you. So let me know who you guys want as the camp battle. And let's get to your guys' comment of the day. Now, this comment of the day comes from Fry1015. Now, he's all the way in Australia. And he sent me a video. He sent me this video a while back, a 4-minute video, so I'm going to chop it up a little bit. It's also put things in there that I can't put in it because then it get copyright claimed, and then all of a sudden demonetization, and then there it goes. So this is his video, and let's answer his question.
Hey Doug, Aussie fan here. Thank you for the opportunity to address you directly, to clear up what my question was. Because I'm doing this video, I'm also going to throw something else in there, and I hope that you can talk about that. They may be interconnected. Really like your opinion on this. Can you explain what makes a great quarterback? Is it a quarterback that goes out there and does what the coaches want? Or is it one that's given the leniency to change the plays and run the offense how they want? So what are your thoughts on the Miami Dolphins workplace culture? Did Flores come in, have a chat to Ross, turn around and say, that's it, we're getting rid of all these bad eggs and we're just going to start again? And how does all of this impact into each other? So Doug, thank you very much for your perspective on all of these things. Just want to say great content, really enjoying it. Your channel's really taken off. If there's anything you need from Australia, some Vegemite, more than happy to ship it over for you, my friend.
So I'm going to answer his first question, which is, what makes a good quarterback, right? And he's asking, you know, the do as you're told quarterback, aka Ryan Tannehill, or the play the field, you know, Jim Kelly, Peyton Manning style quarterback. Like, what makes a good quarterback? Now, I think what makes a good quarterback is that you're good enough that your coach trusts you to change the plays on the field, if that makes any sense. So they kind of play hand in hand. Now, I'm not saying Ryan Tannehill was a bad quarterback. I think he was a good quarterback. He was an elite quarterback. Elite quarterbacks have that trust and that confidence from their coach that if they're going to change a play at the line of scrimmage, that they are going to pick the right play. Now, not saying Ryan Tannehill never changed the play at the line of scrimmage, because with Adam Gase and even with Joe Philman, there was a ton of times and there was a ton of plays that he would go into the huddle, call a play, and he had 3 plays. So it wasn't, I'm not saying that Tannehill never was able to change at the line of scrimmage, but not like Peyton Manning, where Peyton Manning can get up there and just, from the whole playbook, just be like, no, we're going to do this. And all of a sudden change the team. Or even Brett Favre. You guys know when he was on the Packers, they told him, don't run. And then he just did there's the quarterbacks that when they win and they prove constantly winning, constantly putting the team on their back, constantly performing at the top echelon, top degree, that they get the trust and the confidence from their coach that if and when they go on the field, they can call whatever they want, and the coach is like, all right, I trust what he's going to do. But I hope that answers your question as, what makes a great quarterback. I think what makes a great quarterback is you're just great at your job, and then when it comes to the do as you're told versus the play of the field, you're a great quarterback, so then you have the confidence to play as you feel. And then in the second part of his question, he asks me, what are my thoughts on the Dolphins' workplace culture, and do you think we need a good coach or quarterback with the culture? When he's talking about Jonathan Martin, when he's talking about Ryan Tannehill with the enjoy your practice squad paycheck and all that stuff, and then the incognito stuff and the coach doing coke and all that stuff, that's changing. That's changing right now with Flores. It has to do with the head coach, because the head coach hires the people around him. The head coach picks the people around him. So it doesn't matter, if it wasn't the head coach knew about it because he knew the guy he brought in. There's a ton of scenarios that I can bring up that I won't, of people bringing in people and they're doing horrible, then that's your fault. You hired the person. So when it comes to culture, I think it starts at the owner, obviously. The owner brings in the head coach, and then the head coach tells the owner, hey, this is my plan. And then the owner signs off on it. So it starts with the owner and then goes to the head coach. Owner, GM, head coach, essentially. That's how it should go. And I think with this new team and with Flores and with Greer and with Ross, they all sat down. I said this in my live stream, but I'm going to say it again because the live stream was really long. And I said it towards the end of the live stream. They all sat down and they talked about it. They talked about the plan, and they talked about what is going to happen with this team. Now, they talked about the fact that, okay, we can win a ton and we can make the playoffs this year, but if we don't be surprised. We're rebuilding this team. We're breaking it down to its studs, and we're rebuilding it in our likeness. So there's going to be some growing pains. So that's why if the team does do bad this year, which I honestly don't think they will, Flores isn't going to be on the hot seat. Flores is a 5-year fully guaranteed contract because they are doing things the right way. And the 3 of them sat down and talked about culture and changing things and stop overspending and doing things right. So I hope I answered your question, Fry. Please don't send me Vegemite. I heard it's disgusting. Enjoy it over there, but I do not want any Vegemite. And it's also probably really expensive to send me stuff from Australia. The video alone is very, very good. Thank you so much. Again, if you guys want to send me stuff, P.O. Box, I know a few of you guys said you're going to send me stuff. So when you guys send me stuff, that will take place for comment of the day. I'll open the stuff. So yeah, and if you guys send me a lot of stuff, then I'll, again, dedicate to a mail opening video. One of you guys said you sent me a postcard. It was Hawaiian Dolphin. Hopefully I get it soon. I'll read that. Again, P.O. Box is below. If you guys want to send me letters or stuff, you could do that. Also, I got my email below. If you want to email me something, one of you guys email me thanking me for all I do. Thank you for being subscribed. But also be sure to follow me on Twitter. I retweet things. I tweeted out the new hat that I got today or yesterday, but I also did it here. I'm trying to do both for the people that don't have Twitter. I'm going to try to get on my Instagram a lot. Also, be sure to check out the Bit Boys. Madden's coming out soon. Mario Maker 2 is coming out soon. There's a ton of new games that are coming out, and we're going to start playing over there. Start doing some retro games, so go over there. Check it out. If you like what you see, subscribe. You don't feel like you need to subscribe. Also, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. It lets me know that you like this series I'm doing. It lets me know that you like the camp battle. I have a very big video planned for you guys for Friday. I've been planning this video for a very long time. I'm very excited to do it, edit, put it together, shoot it, write the script. It's Dolphin based, so don't be like, oh, I don't want to see it. It's Dolphin based. I can't wait. But give this video a thumbs up because training camp is soon, then preseason. I can't wait to watch these Dolphin team play against somebody else and see somewhat of a scheme, because you know for a fact Flores is going to hide a bunch of stuff. But give this video a thumbs up because you like this type of stuff. Also, if you're watching it from DolphinsTalk.com, how you doing? Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Like I said, I got a ton of stuff planned. I need you guys to comment below. Let me know what the next position you want me to talk about in the camp battle is. Also comment below. Let me know, again, if you like this series. Can't wait to show you guys the video on Friday. I'm going to go live again. I'm thinking Sunday, 7 o'clock. I'm going to go live again. We can chat a little bit more. So if you are down for hanging out Sunday at 7 o'clock, comment below, let me know. I'll go live again. We'll chat about some things. I'll talk about a bunch of other stuff. But other than that, I will see you guys Friday with my very special video. I'm very excited to show this to you guys. You guys get to see some of my editing, some of my writing, some of my acting maybe. What? But other than that, like I said, I'll see you guys Friday. But like usual, stay classy and fins up.